What is up, guys? If you've been watching the channel, you know that my backhand form recently has deteriorated greatly. And I really think it comes down to my timing. I think my mechanics with my throw are mostly in an acceptable range, but my timing has felt really bad. So I've been out in the field on the course here doing some field work, and I said, you know what, let's shut the brain off when it comes to my right arm. I'm gonna try and just put it in the right position and then just let the rest of my body take over. And what I did to forget about my throwing arm and to not worry about it is using my left arm to pace and drive the shot. What I've been trying to do, and I think this was part of my downfall with my backhand form, I was trying to be so controlled, so smooth, get my arm here and then rotate through my shot. So I just threw probably 50 shots. What I'm doing is massively speeding up my left arm action, and that's really starting to put the rest of my body in a much better spot. Let me show you what I mean by this. And that's a super overstable 10 speed. And I just got that baby about as far as I pretty much have always thrown my distance drivers. We'll throw a few more shots with slower discs, and then we'll throw some distance drivers. But what I'm finding, speeding up this off arm is something that I noticed a lot of pro players doing. And I've been struggling with my backhand so much, I've just been coming out and trying different things. I've tried so many different things to sort of make my timing feel good. And the second I started being more aggressive with my off arm, finally everything else sort of just started falling into place. Let's throw another shot. I've got a Fuji overstable mid-range here. Again, flipping up and driving very straight and pretty far. The most stable mid-range in my bag. Let's amp up the speed a little bit. I've got a sidewinder and a criminal here. This is probably the most athletic I've ever felt throwing a Frisbee in my entire life. And I pretty much just matched some of the best distance I've ever thrown with a 7 speed. Now let's put this sidewinder up in the air. And yesterday when I was practicing just having my arm in the right spot, I was having so much difficulty controlling my angle of release. But because my timing is so much better with this aggressive off arm, I'm finding myself able to control my hyzer flatten and hyzer releases as well. I'm not really sure why that is, but I think just due to better timing, I'm more in command of my release angles. So let's put the sidewinder up and get her turning a bit. I mean, who is this guy? Throw far guy. If you haven't checked one out yet, please go check out the Berg Sport V4 disc golf backpack. It's got the perfect phone pouch right here. It's got a perfect slot to fit your stool or tripod, secret pocket. It's got expandable pockets on the side. If you haven't checked one out, let me know why not in the comment section down below, because this bag is absolute fire. Feeling this much more athletic throw is also tiring me out a lot more. After throwing a bunch of shots in succession, I definitely see my heart rate's 103 right now. I'm getting my heart rate up. I'm just feeling a little more athletic, explosive, and that feels really good for me to actually feel athletic when throwing a backhand, because I don't think I've ever done that before. All right, so those clips from this angle here, seeing my throw from the front, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, is the most exposed your form will ever be. And that angle is gonna show you all of the mistakes that you're making a little bit better than filming in the direction you're throwing. So that's a tip if you guys have never done that. I'm gonna throw a few distance drivers now. I got my Royal Strive. The amount of speed I can just physically see in my arm and how I'm moving the disc, and that timing being just boom, so aggressive with this arm. The way it's just putting the timing in place feels really awesome. Obviously for shots of lesser distance, this could become problematic unless I'm throwing just super overstable discs. I'm gonna have to drive this arm harder on farther throws and less hard on softer throws. But right now, I'm just really happy with this feeling of athleticism that I'm feeling right now. Latitude 64 strive. I figured I was gonna turn that over a little more than I usually do. Well, all right, guys, this is where that Sidewinder landed. I have very seldom been able to consistently get discs onto the green, and it's usually with like my Nuke SS or my super lightweight Mamba or some like disc that's not very realistic to use out on the course, but kind of helps you stretch out a little more distance than you realistically have. This is for sure the furthest I've ever thrown this Sidewinder, and I'm super pumped that I'm finally feeling a little more athletic, a little more powerful with my shots. So obviously there's still a few things that I want to continue to iron out, but now I feel like I really have a cue that I can focus on that's going to help me, boom, develop that consistency. It's almost like as long as you think about getting this arm into the power pocket, you don't really have to think about anything else. You just think drive and power pocket. It's like everything else pretty much seems to happen all on its own. And that's probably the most natural feeling my backhand has ever felt. So I hope this tip helps you guys. Let me know if you like videos like this. If I find anything else that seems game-changing or kind of a breakthrough for me in my form, obviously I'll give you guys an update and let you know how it's working for me, what I'm doing. But I think this was actually a huge breakthrough today, and this is something that I'm definitely going to keep up with. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to the channel. Go check out bergsdiscsports.com. You can save money with them at the link in the description below. And then pretty much every disc I own at this point, I've gotten from Disc Golf Deals USA. You can also save money on their website in the description down below as well. I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care.